What's up? What's up? It's your boy Smokey, bro. We back at another one. Another video, bro. Another reaction, bro. My bad for all that kind of strange. Got a toothache, swelling and all that. Going to a doctor soon. Till then, bro, come watch this with me. That's all I'm saying, bro. Come watch this with me. Hope it's not too much to ask. That's pretty much it. All right, let's go.
That they would do anything for someone they love. Honestly, that's dumb as hell, man. I mean, imagine off on a business trip only to end up as some kind of freaky ass zombie. I'm sorry, but like, that's where I'm clocking out. Well, this girl Ava is about to travel half-world just to see her man one last time. But it's not just the zombies that she's got to worry about, so I'm here to break down the mistakes made, what you should blue-screened zombies, and we bury the...
First of all, I'm gonna keep it a buck. If we got a zombie that's running, I ain't think I got a chance for real, but I'm gonna get far, bro, than most. I tell you that. But you gotta be ready on deck, bro.
Dead. It all starts with this girl Ava and her husband Mitch on their wedding night. They're talking about the future, you know, being all cute and excited, and it really just seems like the relationship, but nah, because on a business trip to freaking Tasmania. So the next time we see Ava, she's on a plane heading out to, you guessed it, Tasmania. But why? Well, here's what happened. While Mitch was out there on his trip, the US accidentally set off some kind of apocalyptic weapon that blew half the Shadow Realm. And anybody who didn't get smoked got hit with an electric pulse that basically just air fried their brains, meaning every single person on the island is dead. But that's where it gets even weirder, because some of these dudes started getting up. So now Ava's on her way out with a volunteer group. They land at the airport where the soldiers take Ava's phone. She gets assigned to one of the body cleanup squads. About her chances of getting down to the resort, that it's not happening anytime soon. Before heading out, they get a quick run down of the whole zombie.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. That dude probably gone, bro. All this work and that dude just gone, bro. Just gonna keep it a buck. It's
Situation. The good news is, apparently they're not dangerous, but if they see one, they're supposed to pop a flare so that the soldiers can come and teen. So it looks like either way, my guy Mitch is not coming home.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete possible where vibe coding meets drag and drop freedom. We'll see about that. All right, let me try to
Imagine getting your brain melted on a frickin' visible way to go out. 1 minute you're just sitting there having an awkward conversation, counting, and then bam, it's all over. Like, that really does suck. But this could literally never be me, because bro, Tasmania. I mean, I'm sure it's nice. Whenever I think of Tasmania, all I think about is that damn like the Looney Tunes. No offense to all the Tasmanians out there, you know, nothing but love. I'm just saying, it's a pretty random spot to pick if you ask me. But some giant company to basically set up a vacation, I'm picking somewhere like Hawaii or the Bahamas or something. And then I would have been nowhere near this place when the US accidentally wiped the whole server. Easy win. As for Ava, she needs to get back on out here looking for some closure. But taking a trip over to Zealand after her husband just got G'd by the government gonna be the best for her mental health. I mean, she's already hella traumatized as it is, and now she's gonna go clean up literally thousands of bodies. Yeah, that's definitely gonna make somebody a lot better. Even if she gets down to the resort, what then? Husband's body? Or watch him turn into a zombie and get packed up right in front of her? There's literally no good ending here. And the crazy part is, this was all totally optional. So nah, I'm sorry, but if I'm Ava here, I'm just gonna have to cut my losses. I'm letting the professionals take care of finding Mitch, but I'm taking all the cash from his life insurance policy, plus the fat check I'm about to get from the government, and I'm going on vacation to Jamaica or something to get my head right. Cause I'm back, but on the bright side, at least she's gonna be set for life. Pull up at the first neighborhood, a big convoy, and split up in pairs to go search the houses. Ava teams up with this lady in a tank top, and on their way to the first house, she spots the whole sitting by the door. So yeah, it's about to get rough, but they head inside, and Ava's partner heads upstairs while she keeps checking the first floor. Even though there's no sign of the family, breakfast is still out on the table, like they were expecting to come back any second. But then she hears water running somewhere outside, and they find the whole family dead right there in the backyard. Well, Ava's partner doesn't make it long before it all starts getting to her, so she decides to pack it up and head back to her kids, leaving Ava all by herself. But then she notices this other dude whose partner just decided to bail, and the two of them decide to team up. This guy's pretty much unfazed by the whole situation, so they go from house to house, clearing them out one by one, and they keep finding all these people who just dropped dead in the middle of whatever they were doing. They get to this one house where there's this heavy-set lady who died in bed, and the dude gets so frustrated while they're dragging her out that he storms off to go take a dump in her bathroom. But while Ava's waiting for him to come back, she notices a picture of the couple on their wedding day, and it gives her a quick flashback to the day that she married Mitch. While they're getting lunch, one of the volunteers starts talking about this chicken that apparently survived for a year after the farmer cut its head off. She thinks the government should be studying the people who get back up, you know, for science and all that, and this gets Ava thinking that maybe they're not all brain dead after all. The next stop's a little thrift shop somewhere on Main Street, and Ava finds a crib that reminds her back of when she wanted to have a baby. It seems like it wasn't working out, but Mitch promised her that they had all the time in the world. Man, talk about rough. But her flashback is interrupted when some volunteers pop a flare across the street. Looks like they found a live one, but not for long, because the soldiers just rush in and blam him with absolutely no hesitation. So it looks like the whole study them for science thing is not gonna happen. Anyway, they start searching this auto shop where they find this sick car chilling in the garage. But that's when Ava notices a trail of footprints on the ground, and when she looks up, all she sees is this frickin' zombie dude just posted in the corner. Well, the strange thing is, it kind of seems like part of this guy is still in there until Ava's partner Clay pops a flare and the soldiers just double tap him right on the spot. But it leaves Ava feeling like there's gotta be more to the story. Okay, Ava needs to be careful here before she ends up seeing Mitch a lot sooner than she thought. It looks like she just ran into her first zombie, and it's a good thing Bro was just kind of hanging out, because she would have been cooked if he was feeling just a little bit hungry. But that brings me to the problem here. The military says these things probably aren't dangerous, but all that tells me is they haven't smoked anyone yet. At least that we know of, anyway. But I definitely don't want to be the first guy to find out. Now, what's crazy is that story they were telling back at lunch was actually true, and you might be wondering, how does a headless chicken fit into all this? Well, I'll tell you. The chicken's name was Mike, and when the farmer went to, turn him into some nuggets, he accidentally missed and left part of his brain still attached. So even though Mike literally didn't have a head, his body was still walking around doing normal chicken stuff, and that's totally fine if it's just a chicken, but when you're talking about a guy, that's a whole different story. Basically, these dudes aren't brain dead, their bodies are just on airplane mode. Like the phone's still on, but they're not connected to the Wi-Fi. But as long as they can still move and walk around, how do I know one of them's not gonna snap and just start piecing me up? If anything, telling me they have no thoughts just makes it even worse, because at any second they could all just go like 28 days later on me and then I'm done. And that's why if I was Ava here, I'm not taking any chances. So the first thing I would need is a weapon, because if all they're giving me is a couple flares myself, yeah, that's not going to really work for me. Or a sledgehammer, or maybe even a chainsaw. That way I'm